Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Sin Bin with my co-hosts Zane and Max. Our topic today is, will the Calgary Flames make it to the playoffs? Zane, what are your thoughts on that?
I do not think they will make the playoffs. They have traded away star Johnny Gaudreau and star Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk went to the Panthers and Gaudreau went to the Blue Jackets. So they've lost a couple of players. They still have a decent goalie, but I do not think they will make the playoffs.
See, I might have to rebuttal on that because I know in many ways the Tkachuk trade seemed bad, but they got Jonathan Huberdeau out of it. And he may be getting a bit older, but he was still a 60-point player last year. And I think they had to get rid of Gaudreau because his contract was going up and he was going to demand a lot of money. Because I think Calgary is going to just get to that wild card spot, and I think the Oilers are just going to clinch that spot. I don't think the Kraken have enough to fully make it to the playoffs. I don't think the Kings do. I don't think the Sharks do. I think just that battle of Alberta, Edmonton and Calgary are just really dead set on going to the playoffs. And even though that Calgary has lost their stars, they have a good deep. They haven't lost any of their defensemen. They've got a good goalie in Jakob Markstrom, and they got a new point producer in Jonathan Huberdeau.
Well, I think Huberdeau is good, but he is not as good as Tkachuk and Gaudreau combined. So I still think that Gaudreau and Tkachuk are better than Huberdeau.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that Tkachuk and Gaudreau are generational talents. They're very good, but I don't think they weren't. I think I've heard that the chemistry wasn't very good. I mean, once again, you've got Chris Tanev on the back. You've still got Sean Majnapanier on the left wing, and yeah, I just think they've still got the tools. They were Stanley Cup contenders last year, and I still think that they're going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be as much of contenders as they were last year, but I still think they've got great pieces, so I still think that they can make it to the first, second round.
They might not make it this year, but they might make it next year because they still have to work together with Mangiapane on the left and Huberdeau in the center or right or wherever he plays. They have to make chemistry and try to score more goals, and Huberdeau isn't enough to make the playoffs without Tkachuk and Gaudreau.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, and once Huberdeau is he's getting up, he's getting old, but he's still a very good point producer. You could tell that on Florida. He was very smooth with the puck. He's a great puck handler. He can shoot the puck. He's very unselfish. He can pass. I think he's going to be another 60-point player, and I think he's up there for MVP.
Yeah, I agree, but the reason he passes a lot, like he passes maybe even too much. If he passes too much to the side, and Mangiapane, he has a good shot, but he can miss a lot. So if he misses, that creates less goals. And Huberdeau had that chance to try and score, but he passed it up, and he was unselfish, but they didn't score the goal. So I think that they might be a little short making the playoffs.
Yeah, both very good opinions. I agree with both of you because Huberdeau is a good player, but he still needs to work on it, especially since he's old. So yeah, here with my co-hosts Zane and Max, and signing off from ESPN.
Great job. Great job.